Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Here are the starters for Houston. Brooks and Smith make up the two forwards. Fred VanVleet out there with Thompson, and it's Adams in at the 5 spot. And for Golden State, Buddy Hield is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Green. Then there's Butler, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. Well, Grant, something these teams have in common is their phenomenal rebounding ability. Who do you see winning the battle on the boards?
You know, it could go either way. I mean, frankly, sometimes there's an element of luck on the glass. So we'll just have to see whose way the ball is going tonight.
So Golden State will get the first possession. Curry against VanVleet. Here's Jackson Davis. Pass to Butler. Outside Hield. Here's Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 4-3. And the basket by Hield.
Talk about being shot ready. Hield catches and fires as fast as pretty much anybody in the league.
Now here's Thompson. Unloads from 13. And the jumper is good. And the Warriors with possession here. Curry looking it over. Pass to Butler. Here's Curry. Here's Green. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Brooks outside. Smith no good.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Warriors on top, leading by 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
And it's Houston's ball. We've got Jimmy Butler. Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Here's Whitmore. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Landale. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Pass to Moody. Here's Curry. It's tipped. Now here's Green. The kick out to VanVleet. There's 14 seconds left in the second period. Here's Landale. He's covered by Curry. Fade away. Landale misses.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Rockets ahead, leading by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Your Warriors Youth Kids Team.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. They gained a little ground. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They lead by 1. Kick it off the second half. Here's Ime Udoka's 5. Brooks and Smith make up the two forwards. Fred Van Vliet out there with Thompson, and it's Adams in at center.
Now, if you're a center in this league and you're on the floor at the end of games, teams will target you if you can't make free throws.
Shooting for Houston, Steven Adams. At the line for two.
Shooting two.
That one misses. So it comes up empty at the line. Well, there's no question that the Warriors are the team of the decade, Grant.
Oh, I mean, B.A., think about it. 6 finals appearances in 8 years. They did miss the playoffs in 2 of those seasons, but they still came away with 4 championship rings, plus 2 MVP trophies. Not bad.
Pass to Curry. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Oh, Curry stretching the limits. Wow, what a shot.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Curry against Van Vliet. From deep. Drains the triple.
Oh, what confidence to take this kind of shot. On the road, late game scenario, what a sequence.
Big time shot right there, fellas. In a big moment, and this game definitely worth the price of admission.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The Rockets on top. Up. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Gary Payton II. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Green. Then it's Moody, and it's Pajemski in at the 1. That's the Warriors 5.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Money!
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Fred Van Vliet.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Landale's checked in. Kuminga's shot is off.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And this is who they want at the line. This team trusts Van Vliet to come up big.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And it's Healed, missing. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have a another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.